What is up, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of the 10 Things to Consider Before Buying LEGO. And today I'm going to be reviewing the second and only other LEGO Clone Wars set to be released this year. And as always, we will start with the box. This is set number 75283. It is for ages 7 and up. It is called the Armored Assault Tank, aka the AAT. It comes with 286 pieces and 4 figures, 2 of them being minifigures, the other 2 being battle droids. And it even has the new Clone Wars style box art. And this trooper is the 332nd Trooper, and it's actually an exclusive to this LEGO set. The back of the box is nothing unlike most Star Wars sets. It shows all the characters in action and displays a few of the features. You can play in the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which is a video game coming out next year. It has rotating cannons, rotating guns over here. It has some spring-loaded shooters, and you can load those from the front. Number 2 is the instruction manual. So, like always, it has the box art on the front. Has the nice new Clone Wars style box art with the 332nd Trooper, aka Ahsoka's clone trooper. And then you can open it up, it tells you basics. Then it shows you what each bag builds, just a progression of the singular AAT in the set. Then you get characters in the first and last bags. And then it shows you how to build them, and it's not too hard of a build. It's a pretty simple build. There's a reason why it's for ages 7 and up, and that's because it's not that hard for anyone to do. It's definitely a good build for anyone of almost any age. Number 3 is what a lot of people are going to be getting this set for, and that is the characters. So, starting off with what is arguably the most popular character of this set is Ahsoka Tano. So, she has a new exclusive print to Season 7 of the Clone Wars series in her nice blue outfit. And she has a silver headband across the top. And this is actually, this isn't a unique mold. It was originally used in a Star Wars Rebels set. I took everything off so you can see all the prints a lot better, and so you can see how well this character actually really is. She has some really nice details right here. They're actually sadly hidden by this headpiece. And her leg printing is pretty nice. Sadly not dual molded. I can see that LEGO could have easily done that with these blue part right here. It would have probably looked better if they could have done it all the way across the back. And then right here, some nice printing on the back. Her other face is an angry face versus her peaceful face. The second character in this set is the 332nd Trooper, aka Ahsoka's clone trooper. And it has some pretty nice printing. It has actually what the 501st Troopers have for its torso and leg printing, and then it has an exclusive helmet print that we have never seen before. And then coming around to the back side, it's just a look at what has already been on the 501st Legion clone troopers. And then taking off his helmet, you can see that he has the new trooper style head for clone troopers. So I'm not quite sure why, because the last 2 characters on our list actually look exactly the same. However, for some reason, both of them have different names. This is the AAT driver battle droid, and this is simply titled a battle droid, or vice versa. I'm just naming one and one the other. However, that being said, the names aren't inaccurate. It's just kind of strange that one of them has a more specific name. And the printing is pretty nice too. This is actually just all one color, so it's a green piece of plastic, and then it has some nice green printing on the head. And then coming around to the back side, you can see that there's nothing special back here. So, number 4 gives us our first look at the AAT, and that is its features. So, we will start here on the bottom, and it actually has 2 spring-loaded shooters here, and I actually think it's really cool how these work. It's simple, but it's really nice. All you need to do is push back on this, and the bullet comes out, like so. And then, coming around right here, you can lift up this, as long as you move that out of the way. You can lift up this, and you can actually fit a battle droid inside. And then close it. And coming up here to the top side, the cannon can spin all the way around, 360 degrees. So can these. These can spin all the way around. And then you actually lift up this top piece. Let me turn it around. Then you can take the gun out of the other battle droid's hand. And then you can place him into the seat. So this won't close all the way down with his head up though. So you have to put his head down in, tucked in like that, and then you can close it all the way. Oh, and the cannon can move up and down. So at number 5, we have the design. And I actually really like how this thing is designed. There's one big flaw with it, and that's this extremely long cannon. And maybe this whole upper area actually might be a little big. It's almost like they designed this separately of this and then combined them together. Because this on its own looks good, and then this on its own looks good. However, together, it doesn't quite look right. Like if you look at the pictures of this in the universe, this cannon is definitely not that long. However, that being said, there are still a lot of things that I like about this set. It is a really nice size. Like, I was surprised how big it was. Especially looking at the piece count, it's only one more piece than the 501st Legion Clone Troopers. But this thing is definitely worth the $10 more than that set is. Especially with the size of it. Like, it just feels bigger in my hand than the other set does. And I actually really like this design around the front. This blue. However, there is supposed to be like a blue stripe across the back here, which LEGO for some reason decided not to put in. And then it has actually some really nice design back here. I really like how this part back here came together. It's on both sides, and I think it looks really nice. And then taking a look at the inside here, you can see that there are 2 nice looking control panels, nothing too fancy, but it definitely gets the job done. And then coming up here to the top, I actually really like these 2 antenna here. I think it's cool how they use like a pirate sword here, and then one of the basic little pointy things. I'm not quite sure what those things are called. And then this cannon, obviously too long, but it's not like it's a bad design, it's just too big of a design. And then up here in the top, just a little, basically a hole that you can stick your battle droid into. But I mean, it doesn't need to be anything more than that, because you're never going to really care about it unless your battle droid's in there. And when he's in there, he fills up all the space. Overall, it looks pretty good, and most people won't notice it, but it does have an extremely long and large cannon on the top. At number 6, we're going to be taking a look at the stickers on this set. And surprisingly, there are only 2 stickers on this entire set. And it's these 2 Separatist insignias on both sides. However, that being said, they're kind of important stickers, because if they're not there, then not having that stripe there and not having this symbol there, that's a lot of no blue on the backside that's supposed to be here. So I think they're pretty important stickers, just there's not too many of them. For number 7, I like to talk about things that aren't really covered by any of the other categories, but I believe are worthy of being in this video. And one of the things that I'd like to mention is the fact that even though this cannon is long, if you don't like it, you can easily modify it with the pieces that are already provided in this section. All it takes to make this thing look a little bit better is to take off these pieces right here, and then by removing this long piece, and then by sticking this into here. And if you want a better look at it, that's how it looks all together with the modified cannon. And it definitely looks 1,000 times better with the shorter cannon. And something else that I think I should talk about this set is the fact that these 2 characters, as of right now, aren't even going to be in any sets at the beginning of next year. So as of around August of 2021, when they release the next wave of sets, that's when we might see another figure of one of these 2. So as of right now, for the next about year or so, these are going to be exclusive characters. At number 8, what is the price, and is it worth the price? This set is worth $40 in the United States, and I'm going to tell you right now that yes, it is worth the price. Even though it's a little bit on the pricey side for the size of this build, it comes with 4 characters, 2 of them being exclusive characters, and the build is decently sized. It's definitely a pretty bulky build for only being 286 pieces. Here we are, number 9. What do I think of this set? And I'm going to tell you right now that it's by far not a perfect set, but I love these 2 characters, and no matter what this build was for $40, I would have gotten it for the characters. And despite the fact that it doesn't look the best, it is a pretty nice, hefty, bulky build for only 286 pieces. And you can modify the cannon, as I showed you, but that's no excuse for LEGO. It should come perfect. But I think overall, it's a pretty decent set for $40. Not a perfect set, but a pretty decent set, especially considering the 2 exclusive characters that come with it. Number 10, boom boom boom, is the final verdict. With everything considered, this set deserves a 7 out of 10. The box looks pretty good, however, you can see just how large that cannon is even on the box art. The building experience was nothing fancy, but I mean, there's nothing much more to be desired from a $40 set. And the characters, by far, deserve more points than any other part of the set, and that is because it comes with 2 exclusive characters. I mean, how often do you see 2 exclusive characters in one set? I just think that's so cool. The functions get everything done that we expect them to, and I actually really enjoy the spring-loaded shooters. The design, sadly, is just something that it's hard to look past how long and ridiculous that cannon looks. However, that being said, despite the fact how bad the cannon looks, the rest of the set is really nice and big for only 286 pieces. It might be a little pricey, but it's pretty much worth the $40 that it's sold for in the United States. I really like this set, and like I said before, I would have bought it no matter what the build was because these characters are just too amazing to pass up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed this episode. As always, if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and give us a like. And if you have any questions about this set, or if you have your own opinion that you'd like to tell the world, be sure to let us know in the comment section down below.